It's that time again. You know, Friday, where nobody ever watches Twitch. Ah! I bet my mic is too loud. I'm going to turn it down a bit. Just a bit. Okay. It looks like it's more better. That's the thing that I said out loud. So, I'm early. Wow, that is really loud. I apologize to VOD watchers and YouTubers who are going to see this. Um, I'm a bit early because, as I say every time, I freak out pretty bad before I go live, which is hilarious because on Sundays we do rapid reviews, and Pete has started to arrive later and later, and we've been starting rapid reviews later and later. And I'm like, I'm having a heart attack right before we start. Anyway, I'm also drinking from my lovely I Like Me mug. I won't say what's in it. That's my little secret between me and me. But it is. Oh, Mike Tindo, good evening. I almost said good morning. This is my Deadpool mug. How are you this Friday evening? Um, I'm very thankful to that because on Fridays I usually am alone. In more ways than one. But speaking specifically on the stream. Oh, hello! It's Nana. How are you, Nana? Is it Prosecco? Also, hello. Nope, it's not Prosecco. I'm glad to hear your good mic. I should probably do my intro for our lovely, lovely VOD watchers and YouTubers, which are going off the hook. Holy crap. If you haven't checked it out, I don't know why you would, but you can go. You can go check me out over on YouTube. My Hitman videos is they's doing numbers. Um, Mike says it's the fabled wine mug. He's not wrong. But yes, howdy, howdy, howdy. I am your host, Kylie Wild. I'll be your host for the next hour and a half, possibly longer. We never know. It's a Friday. No rules, just right. Um, but I will be trying Saturdays. I'll be testing Saturdays around UK time around 2-3 for the next couple weeks. I'm gonna see how that go. But I opted for a game that has caught my eye for the last few weeks. TGIF. Mike says yes. Yes. I'm not kidding. Tangent time! I have the freaking longest week in the world, and I don't even know why. Like, I haven't done anything new. I'm just like, wow, this week. Which is weird because on Wednesday it felt like Friday. And I was like, it's just Wednesday? And now we're at Friday, and I was just like, I'm glad that week is over. Uh, what's the thing? Oh, this game. It keeps catching my eye. Apparently, it's called Slay the Princess, which kind of grabbed my attention, obviously, because Slay. No. But it's supposed to be kind of like she's a little bit of a tricky trick. She might be tricking you. I'm easily manipulated. I probably shouldn't say that on camera, but yes. um, so we'll see if this princess can get one over on me. But apparently it's pretty, like... Oh, I just got an announcement. Space Marine 2 is just around the corner. Oh, okay. Also, Black Ops is doing well. I kind of want to dive in. I don't know. See, Mike says, so do you have to unalive the princess or dress her up to the nines? That's the thing. I think it starts out as a pretty princess thing, and then I think she she gets a little tricky, and you have to possibly unalive her. That's what I read anyway. But as always, I don't like to pre-play games, which has actually kind of backfired the last couple of Fridays, and we switched over to Hitman. Uh, but I like the kind of like organic reaction, the authentic kind of like, you know, but that's just me and my weirdness. I think we're going to start this game now. I did howdy. I said hello to everyone, our VOD watchers and our YouTubers, and our wonderful, beautiful chat, who I love and adore. They keep me company, and in the case of Wednesday, they help me because I can't play games very well. Okay, let's switch windows here. Did I do it right? I did do it right. I didn't actually see if it can use a controller, but I'm going to put chat over on my phone so I can actually see you and chat to you when I remember what application it is. It's Twitch. Yep, there's only coffee in my mug. Okay, there we have a beautiful chat. Beautiful chat. I'll have to remember to keep refreshing it. Because, see, this is what I don't understand. Tangent time again. I don't understand. I've got chat up on my phone from the actual Twitch app. And it disconnects me from chat if it sits idle for too long. And I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. But, oh well. I don't understand phones. I don't ever use my phone. I literally never use my phone. But there's chat up now. We're going to play this game. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit their website, which is blacktabbygames.com, if you need a full list of content warnings. I do not need a full list of content warnings. You have been warned. Anyone who is watching this. Apparently it's bad stuff's going to happen. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects. If this poses a health risk to you, you can turn off animations in the preferences. Alright. Let's see how this do. Ooh, I like the logo. Logo's cool. Oh, and again, chat, let me know volume, if it's good. My volume, game volume, all of that. I think I always like to check preferences just to see. And if you can't tell, the cursor, it looks like a werewolf hand. So, display, animated backgrounds, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, it all looks good. Okay. We're gonna start this. Now, it starts with our titular princess in a dungeon in chains. We'll see where we go from there. I like the logo. The logo's cute. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path.
Oh, I don't have to read it.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now, that's interesting. If I move the cursor around, it does move the background. I forgot what that effect is called, but yes, that's very cool.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Slay the princess. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have options. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? I already feel like that's probably the choice I'm going to go with. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? I like the humor so far, but I'm going to go with, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
So we've got a little Stanley Parable in the mix, is what we've got. Okay.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I beg to differ.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic
narrator
lens through which to view this situation. morality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing
Okay.
that.
This is definitely Stanley Parable-like. I like this so far. Ooh, that's not the window I meant. I was going to turn it up. I'm not sure how the volume is, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it up anyway. I think I'm going to dig this. I don't want to prejudge it, but I think I'm going to dig this.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Did maybe you mean lay her? Minus the S. Just lay her. Explore the end of the world? What were you talking about? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Okay. Well, we want to know a little bit more about the end of the world, so I'm going to go with that because we need some narrative background info.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. I like that one. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Now that's what real Kylie would say. Not game playing Kylie. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. I think that's a Kylie answer if I've ever heard one. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin, turn around, and leave. Nope, we're gonna say, I'll go talk to her. Maybe I'll slay her.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
That's what she said.
Then each and every one of us
Dork.
is doomed.
I am a dork, and we're all doomed.
So sure, go, talk to her.
That's my plan.
See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay, glad we're in agreement. Yeah. Oh good,
You
it
make your
auto-saved.
way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
The princess within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Okay, so the voice of the hero is the same as the voice of the narrator. That's a bad choice on their part.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin is our only option. I need to keep this going, so I'm going to type
The interior of the cabin is
that's not
almost
test.
entirely bare. The air is stale and musty,
Yep.
and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Well, pick it
The
up.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Whether I kill her or not, I'm going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Hell yeah! Look
It'll
at
be
my
rather
little
difficult
cursor
to slay the
changed.
princess and save the world without it.
Am I the werewolf? Mike says, well, we only have your word for it, Mr. Narrator Star. Exactly. I don't believe nothing when it's told to me. I have to have evidence and see for myself. But that is interesting that my hand was the werewolf hand. And now I have a dagger. This is a dagger I see before me. Mike says, telling us to go slay someone who may or may not deserve it. Exactly. I'm not just going to do it because some random voice told me. Enter the basement. I'm going to a basement where a lady is chained up. That's really all I have to say about that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I don't agree with that. Also, the writing is actually quite good.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
What does it carry?
Who's there?
Oh, it's a nice voice, though. I like
She
it.
sounds dangerous.
She doesn't.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She sounds like a lady.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think the narrator's manipulating us. I think the narrator is an unreliable narrator. Our options are, hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. I'm gonna answer these as I would answer them. I have a feeling there's gonna be alternate endings, and so we'll play around with them. But if I was really going down to a basement where a lady's chained up, I would just be like, just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Okay, she is a little flirty, which does put me on edge. But some people are naturally flirty.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
But only one of her hands is chained, which I think is notable.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I think the princess is me. What? No way! Why would I even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Slay you! I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. Mike says narrator tells us it's part of the manipulation while he is actively manipulating us to kill her. Exactly! I'm so glad that you see it too. It's not just me. Again, I'm answering these as Kylie Wilde would answer them. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just
Absolutely not.
talk?
No. No, absolutely
Look how
not.
reasonable she's being. We should
Oh,
just
shut
drop the
up.
blade and talk things out.
Come on now. Even I know
Don't
better
you?
than
It's
that.
fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Absolutely not. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten
My hand
your
would not
grip
be
on the
trembling.
blade.
Very little scares me. In real life.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Okay, are you gonna tell us why?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, no, lady. Look, I'm open-minded. I want to know why you're down here. Maybe it's wrong, but I'm also not stupid.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
No, I'm not gonna kill someone just because you told me to. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. That's my answer, by the way. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Nope, I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay. You're the one that needs me, lady. I don't need you. Fine, then I guess we are at an impasse. Yes. Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Fine then, I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
She is actually annoying me. Mostly because she's very similar to myself.
For the love of everything, just slay her.
I'm not slaying her without a reason!
Or drop the blade. Do something.
Bite me. How about that? Are you sure you don't want to talk? Stare at the princess while holding onto the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, she is me.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't
Stab her
just
for
stand
that
around
reason.
like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I
Fucking
highly
watch me.
recommend
I
that
can
you
stand
be the
around
one to
forever.
take
I'm
the
stubborn.
initiative.
It's not about taking initiative, buddy. Drop the blade or slay the princess. Oh, come on. That can't be the only options. You know I have to save. Okay. Well, we're gonna find out what happens. Oh my gosh, I'm so divided, because, like, the game's called Slay the Princess. What would I do in this situation? I'll be honest, I wouldn't slay the princess right off the bat. And therein lies my weakness.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
And I'm back to a werewolf hand.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
By talk, do you mean make out?
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
This is definitely against my better judgment.
We'll be fine.
No, we won't. The game's literally called Slay the Princess.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Mike says this is the moment, Carly. Maximum effort. Yeah, and I chose drop the knife I just gotta know. It's my curiosity.
Here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Okay, that's what Deadpool would say. How would I get you out of here? No, we don't even know that. I'm here because you're going to end the world. I will probably pick that one. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? Ooh, I like that. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. I'm gonna pick. There's people out there who think you're a threat to the world. What do you have to say about that? You can tell that I was a journalism major.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm leading the witness.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
That's not up to me, lady.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
That's what I want you to
Have they
tell
told
me.
you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's what I'm asking you! You're all so dumb as a rock! Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. Oh no, I lost chat. I was hoping you'd tell me. No. Oh, dadgummit. Come back to me, chat. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. I don't like that. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. Remain silent. No, I'm gonna ask this deflective question, which is, what are you gonna do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding.
We're playing mental chess.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have
Oh,
any
don't
idea
fill
of
it
what
in
she'd
for
do
her.
in another life.
You stupid.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Oh, she's good. As in bad.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about
Oh, no, it's not, lady.
trust.
I don't even know your name yet.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
That's why I'm asking you.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point.
No.
There's
She
a
doesn't.
reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I've watched Hannibal the TV show 7 times. I know what she is.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
I know what you are. Say it. A manipulator.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
I ain't trusting you. I ain't trusting you
So
one
do you
bit.
trust me?
Absolutely
the
not.
Prisoner, the
Nope.
victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you
N-O.
trust whoever put me here?
I trust no
She's
one but
right.
myself.
This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
The narrator's
We
right for
stand to
once.
lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I don't care about the monarch part. I'm an American. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? Yes, that's the Deadpool answer. How would I get you out of here? What's your name? I am going to ask her that. How long have you been down here? Okay, we've talked enough. I need names, lady.
She hesitates before answering.
She hesitates before every answer. She's annoying.
You can
Nana,
address me as your
That's
royal
a lot of
highness.
times to watch a
Or
TV
Her
show.
Majesty.
Yes, it is.
Any honorific should do,
I
really.
really like Hannibal the TV show. Ah. Oh, I am not addressing anyone as your Royal Highness or Her Majesty. I'm an American.
Again, she offers no specifics.
You get Miss.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a
Ms.
straight answer out of her.
Relationship, are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? How long have you been down here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
I should have just stabbed her, huh? I'm gonna do the Deadpool answer of a relationship. Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions.
Okay.
We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
The problem is I kind of like her, but I also kind of hate her. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I didn't ask you, narrator. I asked the princess.
I'm guessing
Excuse
you
me,
don't have the
narrator.
key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't,
Then I will stab you with my steely
Well,
knife.
we
But
can
they
always
just
put that
can't
knife
kill
to
the
good
beast.
use.
Or beast. I think it's beast.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
Haha.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
What, stab her?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, there's a lot of, not saying things.
Oh,
I
have you decided what to do with me?
See, here's the problem. I have Asperger's. What does that mean? That means I can't read body language and I can't fill in the blanks. I'm not good at that. You have to just be blunt and tell me things. So the narrator going, she's not doing what I think she's going to do, and then the hero going, I hope not. I'm like, I have literally no idea. My brain, I have a small frontal lobe. I don't know what they're suggesting. Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I don't! Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Absolutely not. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Is it wrong? Because that's what I'm going to do. If she's not going to tell me.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she
You
will
gotta
find a
tell
way
me
out.
what we're dealing with.
One way or another, I'm going to find
Oh,
a
it's
way
turned
out of
red.
here.
The text turned red.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Tell me
And
information.
if you don't,
Look,
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
here's the thing. I don't know anything about me, the hero. Am I leaving behind a wife and child? I don't know. So if you kill me, maybe you gain nothing. I'm the one with the power here, lady. I'm the one that's gonna let you
have
out.
to make
Or
a
not.
choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Slay the princess. Okay, let's get you out of here. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. wish real life was like that. When you have to make a big decision, you just save. Let's see. Mike says, there's not much to go on, though, Kylie. It's not like she is fidgeting or sweating. This is very true. It's hard to read body language from a still image. This is true. You know what? Tangent time. LA Noire is one of my favorite games. And I know that's weird because other people are like, oh, that's such a boring game. I love LA Noire. But I think it's because the body language is so exaggerated because it was like the very first early days of the morph suit technology. So it's like massively exaggerated if they're lying or whatever. And I keep losing chat. There. Also, I am procrastinating on making this decision, if you couldn't tell. I really do feel like I can't slay her without more information. But here's the weird thing. Neither the narrator nor the princess are telling me anything. And they're both manipulating me. I'm the one with the power. I made my choice.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Okay, good. No one wins. It's just as good as everyone wins. I like
It's
that
a chance
option.
we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Mike says, those are some serious black eyes she has, though. I know, right?
You're making a mistake.
Nana says, yes, that's the odd thing to me. Exactly. Neither are saying anything.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
I picked up my knife, though.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
I don't like that. The narrator's completely manipulating me. 100%. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. Mike says, looks like has been, yes, exactly, a few rounds with Bobby Brown. It's true. I'm really not understanding why the narrator nor the princess are just saying she's an eater of worlds. She's a man-eater. She is the desolation that causes devastation, you know, whatever. Nobody's saying anything. I'm gonna stick to it.
Death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
This is Burger King, baby. Having it my way. My way, or the highway.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Like, why is there a random cabin with a random blade and a random table and a random princess locked in the basement? And why is no one telling me anything?
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay, now I kind of want to stab her.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Also, I hate noises.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you
Mike
saw
says,
in
have you
something
ever heard of Funny Bones, Kylie? No.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
I hate that sound.
When I get
I
out
want
of
to punch
here,
her just for the
I'm
sound.
going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Is that a threat or a
I
promise?
won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it.
Now we can make
You
out.
don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
The kind you make out with?
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
I hate that sound.
No, it doesn't.
It was a series of children's books and cartoons. Oh, no, I've never heard of it. But I'm very interested in it. I hate this pounding sound. Which is not what she said. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Okay. The jerky thing to do, which is what I would love to do, is ignore her and go to sleep. But in real life, I'd probably say
I could be
this.
innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
I think I hate
You
her.
put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has
Okay, but
stopped,
she didn't kill me.
and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
She didn't kill me because she's about to, I guess.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's
Oh.
as though your body simply stops working.
She's, yeah. Who makes a dress like that? That can, like,
It isn't all
change
at
with you
once.
as you're a
The
demon.
paralysis comes in waves.
Nice.
First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
That sounds like a Friday night to me.
Whose side are you on?
And it says, that's a witch, bitch.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Sure, baby. Mike says it has a song that goes, in a dark town. No, in a dark, dark town, there's a dark, dark street. And on the dark, dark street, there's a dark, dark house. In the dark, dark house, there's a dark, dark cellar. In the dark, dark cellar, 3 skeletons live. Oh. Hello, Danker. Danker says, hello. Sorry I missed Wednesday's stream. I totally lost track of day and time. That's okay. I wondered where you were. Hoped you were okay. But that's okay. It's good to see you here. We are having a thought exercise with Slay the Princess. Maybe it's a morality exercise more than anything. It's quite interesting. It's more psychological horror than actual horror. But how are you? Hope your day's been good. Hope your week's been good.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Mike says, this game reminds me a little of that. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out after stream. Because this does kind of remind me of weird things that I read as a kid, if that makes sense. Probably not. But this kind of sketchy, black and white, like, also horror type thing. Exactly. On a random night in a random woods. Wait. Yep. In a random woods, there's a random cabin with a random blade. Exactly. Daker says, good indeed. It was my leaving day today. Excellent. So all ready to start at the new place Tuesday. That is excellent. I know you're very excited. I'm very relieved as well. So that is very good to hear. Very, very.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Okay, well, she's terrifying now.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
I don't believe her.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end.
That's why I
Don't
saved.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I got an achievement called The Real Slay the Princess Starts Here. You die. Interesting. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, is a cabin.
It's
And
a
in the
chapter
basement
2.
of that cabin is a princess.
Is this game gonna trick me? Am I gonna love this game? I think I might end up loving this game. And Anna says, bro, what exactly? We're on chapter 2, and it started exactly as chapter 1 started.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu, which is probably the one I'm gonna go for. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died! What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Proceed to the cabin, turn around, and leave. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja
Terrible
vu.
sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that.
Stop
This
telling
is
me
the
what I
first
have!
time either of us have been here.
Mike says, you died! Yep, exactly. Exactly.
If he
I
doesn't
really
remember
don't
what
trust the
happened, then
narrator.
maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Do not trust that narrator whatsoever.
Shh. What if he hears us?
Okay, a new character has entered called the Paranoid. I think I'm gonna end up loving this game. This has got some layers to
That's
it.
a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit! I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Well, let's get off on the right foot. Ha! This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened. Yes. Proceed to the cabin or turn around and leave. No.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Explore. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? I actually do wonder that. Why should I bother to do anything? Or bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin, turn around, and leave. I'm gonna ask that because none of these dadgum people, not the princess, not the narrator, and I'm going to assume not this new voice, the Paranoid, will tell me any information.
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yes.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If
Okay.
you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I still
We
don't
couldn't
trust the
trust
narrator.
either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
The most rational one is the one they're calling Paranoid. Does that mean that I'm paranoid?
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Danker says, is it me? Is it just me, or do I recognize that voice? It's very familiar. And I will say that the style of this game is very Stanley Parable, which is hilarious to me because it's literally a horror game. But it's been very Stanley Parable. So it could be he's trying to kind of copy that voice, I wonder.
And your solution is to send us back in there? Do you want us to slay the princess? Or do you want the princess to slay us?
I really like Paranoid.
Obviously, I want you to slay her.
Bueno,
One of
Brentimente!
you
How are
poses a threat to the
you?
world,
How
the
are
other
you tonight,
doesn't.
and how has your day been? We are playing a psychological horror game, which is actually more Stanley Parable than anything else, really. It's very interesting. It's a thought exercise, and I'm kind of enjoying it.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your
Exactly.
actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
I'm literally saying that.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started.
Exactly.
Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Exactly.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
That is true, actually.
And that's only scratching the
Mike
surface.
says, okay, we got it.
What
Go
you
to the
said is
cabin,
true.
grab the
Begs
blade, slay the
question,
princess,
how
head
we
to
got
the
back
Winchester. Have a nice
Our
fight and let
lives
this
begin
all
by
blow
the
over.
sun.
Yes!
If you found yourself in another world
Exactly.
altogether, if it's the
Brent said, I had another
What do you
doctor's
think
appointment
happened?
this morning, and we finally have, oh, I'm so glad, a treatment plan for my leg. I'm very, very glad to hear that, Brent. Still not a cure, but at least it's something. No, that is true. That is very, very, very good to hear. Because I know they were perplexed last time, so that is excellent to hear. Let's see. Did time simply rewind itself? What do you think happens after you died? Well,
Do you think
nothing.
the people there lived happily ever after? Or
They
do you
rewound
think
it.
that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her?
Right.
What do you want from us?
I'm so on the side of the paranoid, which I don't know what that means about me.
I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Again, the narrator is just as manipulative as the princess. They're equally manipulative. Let's talk about this princess. Proceed to the cabinet. Cabinet. Again, I did that again. Turn around and leave.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the inn shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? To quote you from the last time around, she's just a princess. How can you... Well, excuse me, princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse. We'll
Like
do
I
this
said,
first
if
one.
she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
I don't like being told what to do. I'm not big on obeying authority. Mike says, voice of the paranoid, spouting facts. Exactly! I'm so on the side of voice of the paranoid. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place? He's not going to answer you. I'm going to ask this question, but the narrator's never going to answer this. Danker says, well, speaking of leg and joints, well, we now know which part of the family side probably gave me the greater risk of developing arthritis. My mother's side. Oh, no. I hope that doesn't mean that you have arthritis or your mother has arthritis, because arthritis is very painful from what I hear. I've never had arthritis, but I did. This is gonna be a silly comparison, but it's the best I can do. I remember I had the flu a couple of years ago. When everyone else had COVID, I got the flu. Thanks, body. And my joints hurt so freaking bad. And then someone told me that that's what arthritis feels like. Holy crap in a handbasket. I can't imagine that. My heart goes out to anyone who has to feel that pain on a frequent basis or ever. That was not cool, man. Ah, Tanker says it is. Oh no. Ah. Well, again, that is not. I mean, no pain is good. We know this. No pain is good. But there are some pains that are worse than others, and I have heard that arthritis is bad. But I've also heard that you can take like what is it, anti-inflammatory stuff, and that helps a bit. But oof, 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 oof. Uh, Definitely my heart goes out to anyone with that. Let's see. I'm going to ask who locked her in the basement. What is this place? But he's not going to answer me. They will not answer direct questions. Again, that is a telltale sign of having Asperger's. Is I ask direct questions.
People locked her in that basement, and I
See?
told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
No, you're overcomplicating it by not just telling me the honest truth. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly far, far something far, 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 far. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. Oh, that's a Kylie answer right there. Why? What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know.
Ooh.
Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Okay. The narrator is really on my nerves because this is a representative of how people actually are in real life. This is why I used to work, tangent time, I used to work for a corporation in the art production department. And this is how management talks to you. They're like, you know everything you need to know. You don't need to know anymore. Well, you know what? I want all the information before I make a decision.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information.
Yes!
What is she really capable of?
Yes!
How are we supposed to stop her?
Finally,
Not to
some
sound like a
logic.
broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for
No!
all of us.
It's
I know
not
it sounds
true.
like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I take no one at their word. No one.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Yes, voice of the paranoid.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
Manipulation.
No, you should do anything but that. We know what's waiting for us in that basement.
Yeah, apparently it was quite painful. Okay. We're going to say, to quote from you last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before
No,
you
that's
get to
not
the
how
cabin,
life works.
and you'll be fine.
You past predicts future performance. That's a joke to anyone who works in marketing. But which is like literally no one. That is wrong. I don't like this narrator. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this.
I don't believe him.
But it's because you're special.
No. Oh, he's
You're
just
the
as
only
bad.
person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
Nana says, that is indeed not how life works. This guy is something else. He is just... I bet him and the princess are in cahoots.
You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us?
I love Voice of the Paranoid, and I wish they wouldn't say he was paranoid. Mike says, which is the point that I'm getting to now, okay, let's just please the narrator and stab her like stab her like a pig. I might, and then Nana says, I might be working marketing depending how things go in the next few months. Oh, sweet. I make most of my money in marketing. Well, I made most of my money in marketing. Now I make it in drop shipping.
I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Yes, exactly. I agree with Mike. Nice one, Nana. All the best to you. Absolutely.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here.
I'm so loving Voice of the
I'm
Paranoid.
not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is.
No. Nana says, thank you both. You're very welcome. Growing up, I don't know about y'all, but, well, first of all, I grew up in like a very strict religious, like cultish type household. That phrase, that's just the way it is, that there was very few phrases that got on my nerves as bad as that one growing up. And like I said, I'm very obviously defiant, very rebellious. I do not recognize authority. That little phrase,
And for
narrator's
what it's
getting on my
worth,
nerves.
I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
I love paranoid. Okay, that's all.
Great.
Okay,
Now,
I think
if you
we're up,
don't mind,
going to the cabin
The
now.
whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
All right. And then it says, oh, I live in a religious household. That phrase gets on my nerves. Yes, exactly. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. We're going to proceed to the cabin because I'm kind of in the same vein as Mike is in, which is, let's just do it and find out what happens. Apparently, whatever happens, we're going to start back over. And again, I want to reiterate, I have a werewolf hand.
She will lie, she will cheat,
but so do
she
you,
will do
narrator.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Yeah.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust
I love
anyone.
paranoid. Voice of the Paranoid, you're so on point. Proceed to the cabin with my werewolf hand.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
Why?
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Mike says, I feel like this is not the last time we're going to see this place. I also have that feeling. Now, it is interesting that the table is now overturned and there's a mirror. There was not a mirror last time, I don't think. That's
The blade
weird.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Been waiting for a girl like you.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
Mike says, oh no, does this mean we can't trust Paranoid either? Trust no one.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
We're gonna grab the knife. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall, see? I knew it! I knew it! This whole cabin is different than I remember it being. Yes, the door's bigger too. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. Enter the basement. Okay, we're gonna take the blade and then approach the mirror if that's an option.
You
I'd
reach
rather
down
be
and
armed.
pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
I love him. That's right. Steel can't lie
Is
to
it
us.
gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. That's what we'll ask about the mirror first and then approach it.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Paranoid? I noticed it right away. Oh! Oh, there's eyes. Oh my. There are eyes in the window. So Paranoid... Oh! Over here too. Paranoid wasn't too wrong then. Oh. Me and Paranoid would make a good team.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Is he manipulating us?
There's definitely a mirror.
Nana said, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
There isn't.
I think the narrator's manipulating us.
We have to look at it.
Yes.
Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't
Aw,
there
poor
is a trick to
Paranoid.
get us to do exactly what he wants.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. That does sound like a me answer. Why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there? What's the point? It doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. Well, I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Yeah, but I don't trust
Maybe
you,
he's
Mr.
trying to keep
Narrator.
us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us. No, there isn't something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to stop second-guessing your every word. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach
See,
forward
I
and
do
rub
have...
your hand against
See?
the cabin wall.
I got an
Hope you
achievement.
know
Who
how
am I? I
ridiculous
don't
you
know.
look right now.
I'm some kind of creature. I knew it.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
I am a creature.
Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
Oh, I already doubt my reality. Paranoid. Don't
Calm
worry about that.
down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is
3.
different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past
3?
life nonsense. You haven't died. You certainly haven't been killed by
There's
the
only 2
princess.
of us.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
This game is wild. How did they do this with just like... I don't want to say cheap graphics because that sounds terrible, but you know what I'm saying. This is really good. Okay, enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
Okay, this is definitely different.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
Yep.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, so she's the same as she
I
was.
need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. Nana says, that doesn't sound good. Denker says, as I'm producing my new weekly list of free games, I certainly found one that's weird as heck. Ooh, I'm very interested in that. Definitely love those weird games. Oh no, I don't have links. Ah. Dadgummit. Well, you put it in Discord and I'll eventually see it. Sunday. Let's see. How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know what you're all being such pessimists right now. Okay, we'll just say that. Because I really don't know.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes.
Thank you so much, Stinker.
You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions.
That's me. I'm just asking questions.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself
It
between
looks so
two
different.
loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Okay.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
Okay, well, there's eyes on...
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh, that was creepy. Okay, look, there's eyes down there. I think I'm gonna go right. I'm gonna run to the eyes and see what happens. Because we don't know if they're good eyes or bad eyes. It might be good eyes. It might be
turn to the
potato
right.
eyes. You don't know.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
And it says, I feel like we're dead either way. I'm getting that impression.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Yeah, I think you're right, Nana.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Okay, Junji Ito.
Your arms quickly follow.
Junji Ito's really, really good. You should look up his stuff.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Okay. Okay. insane. We have just enough time. Mike says, dead if we do, dead if we don't. We're going to play it. We'll do one more run through and we'll slay her at first and see what happens. That's crazy. Nana says, that's how that ends? Yeah, it's still in, whatchamadoodle. Whatever it's called. Development. Isn't that what it's called? Yes. Hurry up. Get me back to the beginning. Oh, Gab Smolders played this. Oh, that's awesome. Gab Smolders is, Jacksepticeye's fiance. Which I shouldn't say that because she's a streamer in her own right. Like, she... Tangent time! What I particularly love about that is that she, like, doesn't rely on his clout. She does her own thing. Love that. Nana says, I hope they finish this soon. It seems neat. Yeah, I think... I don't even remember what the Steam page says. I just blanked out there. But what we'll do is we will play a very quick run through. Yes, there you go. Stanker says there is new content coming for this in the next few months when it joins consoles.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the base, you're here to slay her. If you don't...
Let's find out what happens. We're gonna continue to the cabin. Actually, I want to say sweet.
That's the spirit.
We're gonna let the manipulator narrate us. We're gonna let the narrator manipulate us.
You'll find a warning before you go any further.
Yes.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm so fascinated that I'm some kind of creature. In real life, too.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I definitely want to do this right, so we will take the blade. We're going to do
blade
exactly what the narrator tells us to do.
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement. I will say, when it has multiple endings like this, the replayability is super high.
The door to the basement creaks
At
open,
least for me.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
She doesn't sound
It's almost
dangerous.
as if she's the one in charge down here.
Well, she's the only
Don't
one
let it
down
fool
there.
you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yes, yes, I know. We'll just do silent. We'll be like a silent assassin. Assassin.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Oh, I'm not listening to reason. Reason would be not doing
You
this.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes. What? No way. Hey, why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. We're gonna steal our nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. best not to risk finding
Well,
out what I can do.
we kind of already know what she can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Well, I think we're gonna slay the princess, because that's what the game's called. Aha!
You lunge forward without a
Slay!
moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
She seems surprised.
this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have
That's
to
what she
wonder.
said.
Do you actually believe this?
No,
was
I
enough
don't.
to kill me?
Of course it wasn't. You dadgum stupid narrator.
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive.
That narrator is working for her.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
No. Of course it is. She's dead. I'm not sure. I feel like she has to have some kind of trick up her sleeve. Of course not. That was too easy. I'm going to say, of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over.
What are they going to pull on us?
With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Uh-oh.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be
Oh,
very wrong with you if you didn't
fuck
feel
off,
at least
narrator.
a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help
Says
ease
there's
your
no
guilty
way.
conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of space. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them.
See, the narrator
Don't worry.
is a manipulator.
You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
That's bullshit. Let me out of here. That's probably the answer we're going with. Oh, okay. I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world. Yeah, let's
What's
go with that.
done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone.
Oh, fuck
Trust
you,
me.
narrator.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
You can't tell. That's
never
gaslighting. You
been
can't
happy.
tell me I'm happy. And I'm not happy.
Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever,
Right? Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. Oh, I don't like that. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. Hell no.
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
Well, we're going to unalive ourselves.
Blade. We can use
Told
the
ya.
blade to get out of this.
I'm suing.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Not a big fan of that, by the way. That's never a way out. I want to say that on my channel, and future VOD watchers and future YouTubers, that is never a way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this
He is
wonderful
just
place
gaslighting the
to
fuck out of
end.
us.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
This game is fabulous, by the way. If you like psychological I was going to say horror. It's psychological horror, but just psychological exercises, thought exercises. This is great.
Don't you dare.
Ha! We have the power. Ha! We just took the power away from the narrator. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead? Anything to get us out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like that idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing for at least for a little while longer.
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
I don't like this narrator.
In a
He's trying to
sense,
have
we
power over
die,
me.
But looking at things from another angle,
You
are we
have
even
no
really
power
alive
over me.
anymore?
If you know
This
what maybe that's
place,
from,
it's
you're also my best
nothing.
friend.
It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Yeah, no way.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to
I'm
be
not
happy.
happy now. You'd better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die. I'm not risking death over your weird hunch. Anything to get out of this hell. You're right. I didn't like the idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing at least for a little while longer. Well, I think we know what's going to happen. We're going to reset and go to chapter 2.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough
I
reward
don't
for
like
saving
him.
the world? An
Sounds like my
eternity
mother
of
used
bliss?
to.
You ingrate.
I don't like this. The narrator's a narcissist that I was raised by.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
This is crazy. They did
Princess's
it so
body
well.
is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Look at my little creature hands. I love it. I wonder what kind of creature I am.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Chapter 2. Yep. We'll watch the little intro
You're
and then
on a
we'll
path in the woods, and at the end of
call
that
it a
path
night.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But we already did that. Oh, you bastards, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Exactly, Ness. And of course it started again. Yep.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about?
I am
We've just met for
fascinated
the
by
first
this
time.
game. I'm not gonna lie.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that
I wonder
way.
if Paranoid's with us now.
That's fine.
It's not.
It
It's
wasn't
Voice of
very
the
hard
Cold.
to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Okay, that's very cool. Okay, because the first go around, I was very cautious. I didn't believe what he said at face value because I don't in real life at all. I didn't take anything at face value and I kept asking questions. They gave us Voice of the Paranoid. Because I just went and just outright just killed her without a thought, they've given us Voice of the Cold. That is fascinating. I love this.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
That is wild. Okay, but I think we're going to save it there. This was very cool.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem.
Oh, that's wild. That is cool. Well, lovely viewers, watchers, listeners, my beautiful chat. That is Slay the Princess, or at least the beginning part of Slay the Princess. As Danker said, apparently there is new content coming when it joins consoles. I have enjoyed that very much. Now, I am I love psychological stuff. I've said that a million times over. So I'm fascinated by this stuff. And yes, as I mentioned, I've watched Hannibal the TV show 7 times. but it's because it's a psychological, thriller type thing. And I was I I'm just gonna lay it all out there very honestly. I was put off by the art. I was like I said. Yes, I'm a person who very much enjoys Junji Ito comics and games and movies. But this was still an even little bit of a. Thank you so much, Nana. Nana says great stream today. But this is even more rough around the edges. At least it kind of seems that way at first. Of course, what we saw in chapter 2 was a little bit more graphical, so I'm kind of wondering if it just gets better as you go in more chapters, which is awesome. Nana says, I feel like the art makes sense for this game. I'm kind of like, I'm starting to see that. It's really starting to come together to me. Um, but all first impressions, it did put me off at first. Like I said, this game has actually been on my mind for the last 4 or 5 weeks. It keeps catching my eye every time. I was like, fine, we'll just do it. I was so put off by last week's Grey Dawn experience. I was just like, you know what? Let's just do something. Something different, But the writing is good. The fact that it's like your decisions really do affect what happens in the next chapters and stuff like that. I I will be playing this game fully. Not this weekend because I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws. Uh, but this is definitely on my list to complete. I really enjoyed that. I've not enjoyed one of our horror games for a while, and that one, yeah. Anyway, but I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending your Fridays with me because I don't do anything or go anywhere. But keep your eyes open if you want. I am going to be testing out some Saturday times just to see how receptive people are to that. Those will be more of your like cozy games. We'll see how long I can last with a cozy game. Uh, I know. Brent says it's a Friday already. Been a busy week. I feel so thrown off. That's how my week has been as well. I swear it was Friday on Wednesday, but it wasn't. It was Wednesday. But I will. I'm gonna be testing some times out on Saturdays. Cozy games, which we'll see how long that lasts. We all know I do love Guns and Blood, but I want to be a person of for everyone. Yay! That's what the Dragon Cave's all about. Wow, I'm not wearing makeup. Anyway, no, that matters. It's Friday night. I don't have to. Um, Brent says cozy sounds good to me. Okay, well I have this game that is very similar to Unpacking. If you know which game that is, I really enjoyed that. I played that on Game Pass on everything. But this is called something like Furnish Master, I think. So it's very similar to Unpacking. I really enjoyed that. Um, so it's stuff like that, you know, those types of games. But again, if you have suggestions, I am all ears. Send them my way. Uh, because coming up with 3 different games a week is not as easy as you think it is. I'm just glad that I don't have to come up with new games. I can actually play like retro and old stuff and stuff like that. And yes, Brent suggests Warframe, which I do promise is going to come up in the rotation. But I have the problem is Mondays, which are FPS games, which are my true love games. I have Mondays lined out for the next few weeks. I'm very looking forward to what I have planned for Monday. But that will come up later. I think that's going to do it for us. But I do thank you so much for joining me. It really does mean the world to me. And I say it every time, and I mean it every freaking time. The fact that you could spend your time literally with anyone, as I always say, 8 billion people in the world, and why you choose to spend your time with whatever this is. The Chaos Queen herself. I don't know why you do it, but it really does mean the world to me. And that is just the honest, goodness, authentic, direct, blunt truth. And I thank you so much. And that's going to do it for us. I'll see you tomorrow, probably around 2 to 3 UK time, but don't hold me to that because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I literally have no fill in the blank. I was gonna be like, maybe I'll go like out somewhere. No, I won't go out anywhere. I haven't left the house in 2 months. Except to go to the gym. I have gone to the gym. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And I shall see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Sunday on Rapid Reviews. And if I don't see you on Rapid Reviews on Sunday, I'll see you Monday, 7 p.m. UK time.